Whew, one of the biggest debates online right now in gaming and esports has to be that of aim assist. That's going to be mouse and keyboard versus controllers with aim assist as well. It's definitely sparking from this past weekend with the Fortnite drama, but even entirely when it comes to competitive esports out there, not many ever. Fortnite definitely the largest of which has actually tried to do cross-platform where you have mouse and keyboard players versus controller. Mouse and keyboard does not have aim assist, controller players do, and a few people out there asking me my 2 cents on this. Obviously, I don't need to point it out, right? I'm a loser. I'm not a good gamer at all. I don't speak from professional opinion, so I'm going to share with you guys instead a couple of clips of people I do side with. I think many top figures out there, and even controller players have agreed with this. Even top Fortnite controller players like Aiden have agreed with this statement that when it comes time for competitive esports right now, it is not viable or possible to have controller players versus mouse and keyboard players. I think Fortnite had the possibility of making it work of any game out there, probably the best possibility, and we are now seeing full proof, guys. I should say foolproof that it cannot work right now. If there's any game that can probably make those drastic changes and actually try and balance it competitively and has to, it would have been a game like Fortnite. We've only seen the deterioration and the disparity between, what once was, even back in the day, what would be considered more fair, has now only grown not so fair. I don't know if there's any other better way to put it. I'm going to give you guys Shroud and Summit1g's 2 cents on this when it comes time for their gaming and competitive background, especially a guy like Shroud. I've always taken his notion to heart when it comes time currently for esports out there competitively. Can we have mouse and keyboard versus controller? Can we have aim assist versus no aim assist? I think the answer is no. Can it be a future possibility? Yes. So here's Shroud's opinion, guys. I think it's a great one always to touch on what Shroud thinks, and then we sprinkle on top of that Summit1g, one of the most notorious gamers of all time. And then, of course, you guys can leave your thoughts down below. Currently in esports and gaming, can we have mouse and keyboard versus controllers on the same game, one with aim assist, one with not? I don't think it's currently possible.
I do get your point, though, because, no random schmuck can just pick up a mouse and keyboard and do somewhat well. They're going to suck, and they're going to suck a lot. But if you grab a controller, there is a chance that it'll kind of just assist you in some situations, So that's the whole point of it. I mean, I don't mind it.
I mean, I get it. I think it's the strength of it.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I think it's really cool that this game is crossplay. I love it. But I've always been like this, and I've always said there shouldn't be aim assist or controllers or whatever in tournaments. You shouldn't mix it. Either you go only controller or you go only PC.
Yeah.
So in Apex, for example, when you have half and half, it's just kind of, I don't know, the competitive integrity is already gone from the get-go.
Is it Nicewig plays on controller?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Nicewig, yeah. Daltouche, and there's more I can't think of. No, it's crazy OP in Apex.
I know you need aim assist with controller. I know you do. I get that. But it's not viable PC, mouse and keyboard, and controller competing against each other. It's just not. Those guys shoot their ARs, it's like a laser beam. Kidding me? I have to pull down to compensate. They just have to put their crosshair in the right spot. Just because I put my crosshair in a spot doesn't guarantee I'm about to pump 6 shots in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? Because I could up. My mouse could, my wrist can flinch as I click. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't have the magnetization help me as I slam my trigger into my controller, and it's I don't know.
And to add on top of that, guys, you can search many clips out there. Maybe I'll make a compilation if I get a lot of time out there. We've even seen Tfue considering finally moving away from Fortnite because of this. We've seen Ninja give his 2 cents on this, and it comes down to the players trying to make these corrections and vocalizing that even controller players come forward and say, hey, this is too strong. So I really do believe, luckily enough, guys, most games out there we watch and we follow. When it comes time for competitive, the top pro scene, there's not cross-plat. We don't got to deal with this. Fortnite's definitely on its own when it comes to that, but there are many games out there when it comes time for casual play, they do match up mouse and keyboard versus controller, and we run into this issue constantly on the daily. So I'm really curious, by the time I die, will this be a thing, right? Because if any game out there can actually figure it out and balance these these totally different, what do I want to say? The two different pieces of technology, if they can ever balance mouse and keyboard versus controller, these two separate pieces of equipment, we will have a game of a lifetime. Until then, we wait, and we wait, and we wait. What else do? We drink coffee and water. Of course, we stay hydrated, huh? Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. As per usual, super curious your in-depth opinions and comments on this one, guys. Can it be done? Will it be done? How can it be fixed? At this point, it's a mystery, right? Until next time, take care. Drink your wa, drink your ka. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.